Hello there, and welcome back to another installment of SCP Readings, with your reader here, Gmodon. Today we're looking at SCP-169. There's a link down in the description for you to follow along as I read out loud. SCP-169 is surmised to be a marine arthropod of enormous size, known as the Leviathan by generations of sailors in oral history. Presumed at first to be a myth, SCP-169 was detected on an unknown date by Mobile Task Force Gamma-6 during an investigation of paranormal activity around the blank blank archipelago. During Gamma-6's investigation, Dr. Blank Blank discovered the archipelago to have moved at least 3 kilometers from its original location. Though initially Dr. Blank believed this motion to be due to unusually quick continental drift, a reconnaissance mission performed by the USS Blank revealed the archipelago to be the protrusions of rock-like plates covering an enormous organic mass. The Foundation was brought in immediately to begin threat management. Dr. Blank and Dr. Blank estimate SCP-169's body length to be between 2,000 and 8,000 kilometers. The creature is thought to have existed since the Precambrian era. No other specimens have been cited. Almost nothing is known about SCP-169's habits, such as its reproductive capabilities, if any, food source, and nesting area, if any. Research regarding SCP-169 is pending approval. The archipelago, known as the Blank Blank Islands, have historically been uninhabited, though claimed by Blank in the 1700s. Upon handover to the Foundation, Blank presence was evacuated on the pretense of rising sea levels. Though the archipelago has remained above sea level for several millennia, any change of depth by SCP-169 could result in the disappearance of the entire archipelago. SCP-169 moves slowly, less than 1 kilometer per hour, but seems only to be adrift. Its method of propulsion is unknown. Regular seismic tremors seem to indicate breathing about every 3 months, causing minor shifts in the island's terrain, suggesting that the creature is probably dormant. Information suppression. The USS Blank was scuttled with all hands immediately after the discovery of SCP-169 with the permission of the American government. The public is forbidden from entering the archipelago created by SCP-169 due to the conveniently large number of resident endangered bird species. As indicated above, satellite footage is to be doctored in order to suppress knowledge of SCP-169's movement. NASA is currently cooperating with the Foundation in keeping the existence of SCP-169 quiet, and is currently permitting the Foundation use of their satellites for photographic use. Addendum 0-20. Sometime in the 1990s, the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, an American scientific agency unaffiliated with and unaware of the existence of the Foundation, detected an ultra-low frequency underwater sound emanating from around blank degrees south and blank degrees west, approximately blank kilometers from the southwestern coast of South America. Despite the best efforts of embedded Agent Blank Blank, news of the sound leaked to the media, receiving significant media coverage. Foundation analysis concluded that a massive underwater organism was the source of the noise, and SCP-169 was hypothesized to be its source, as its head is well within the possible locations of the rest of SCP-169. The sound confirms Gamma-6-0421's hypothesis that SCP-169 is gargantuan in size. Future efforts by scientific or civilian teams to determine the source of the noise must be stopped by any means necessary. I think I've mentioned before that I like SCPs that tie into real-world things that we know of and that it actually exists, and I like how it ties that in to make it seem more realistic, and this being the inclusion of the bloop. If you guys don't know what that is, it's, as it said, it was this ultra-low frequency sound that they caught underwater, and it is freaky. I remember the first time I heard it several years ago, it just freaked me out. I'll go ahead and play it now. It's called the bloop. Yeah, that is an actual sound that was captured sometime in the 1990s. But it really makes you wonder if there is such a Leviathan-like creature living under the water. There's so much unexplored underwater, so much we don't know. It's scary to think how big of something could be to make that noise. And it could be a Leviathan, it could be something else entirely that we have no idea or grasp on. It's a really creative SCP whenever it includes things from real life, such as the bloop, and just to say, giant things underwater freak me out. I actually have the strangest phobia of giant rocks underwater, just because they're so big and it's just, ugh. So this kind of stuff freaks me out, but in a really awesome way. That has been SCP-169. Thank you for joining me on this reading. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.